We gotta talk. We gotta freaking talk. It only takes a thought to get me there. No, I'm not angry. I'm not mad. But they're frustrating thoughts, reminders that inspires me to speak out. Because whoop de doo, I'm in the midst of it. So, yes, I'm going to roar out. I'm going to look up because this can't be life. Period. I look up. Something that has to be bigger than me. Something that is. I look up. Like reaching up. Reaching to grab something that's up there. Period. Or come down here. Whatever is up there. Come see what I'm seeing. Come walk in my shoes. Come walk among me. Because you looking around almost like you're the exorcist. You know, your head turns all the way around in circles and loops because it's like, what in the word? You look up, you look around because you're just like, this can't be. No way. Almost like you're looking if someone else seen it. Someone else knows these things. Did you just see? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? You're moving your head, right? You're looking behind you. Anybody? Hello? You don't see? You don't know? Are you sure? Am I crazy? Am I seeing things? And I say that with like funniness because I know I don't. I'm not schizophrenic, and all those other things you can get diagnosed with. But, you know, it comes to this. You have to take it there because it's like, I'm not really asking. It's figure of speech. There's no way that you can't see what I'm seeing. There's no way you don't know what I'm knowing. There's no way. But instead of certain folks confessing that, yeah, they see what you see and they know what you know, they'll make you seem to be crazy. Isn't that something? When all they had to do was just say, yeah, it's true. No, they leave it all up to you to expose all of this. They leave it up to you to have to judge the world. Judge ourselves. They could have been standing right with us, leaders of the world, speaking up for justice and truth in a godly way. They could have. But now, unfortunately, they chose to make us be crazy. They make us seem crazy because they don't want to confess the truth. Yeah. Isn't that something? Oh, I'm going to tell it. This is the tell all book. You know, you're so used to celebrity gossip, that tell all. Man, stop it. You're so used to celebrity gossip, and you think that is the tell all, is the know all. Really? Again, one of those things where things that don't need to be explained. Really. I'm over here telling all, but I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm nobody, but I'm telling all. Okay. Okay, I'll be crazy. I'll be the cuckoo. 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 You know, you put a crown of thorns on my friend Jesus. Like, this is the position we, not that we've taken, right? You could say it so, but this is just the position we're in, being among certain folks, being in a world that's beautiful, but is turned upside down by certain individuals. Isn't that something? You got all these tell all books. Tell all about what exactly? You got a tell all book about cooking, tell all book about houses, and listen, you don't know the truth until you know it, okay? There's a reason why that verse says it. Do I have to make it that obvious? There's many truths, but then there's the truth, the ultimate truth, besides celebrity news. Besides what goes on the East End or the West End or the North End. This is the principality's truth. This is the reason why you're here. Why your soul is stuck here. Yeah, you want to watch a horror paranormal activity movie. Well, that's you. You haunting the children. You in their homes. That's you. You're the boogeyman. The Grim Reaper. Yeah, he's sleeping right next to you, girl. I'ma tell it. I'ma tell all of it. You ain't not know this truth till you know it. And you wonder why we're kept hidden, or we're punished, we're leased, we're crucified, because this truth is the ultimate truth. You get all those other truths. You've gotten those other truths, those other people, whether they're getting paid for it, whatever. You've gotten that entertainment. When did you ever get such judgment? When did you ever get such truth? Raw truth. I'm not even asking. That's what it is. I'm not asking. Whoever has ears to hear, hear. Whoever has eyes to see, see. As my father said it. I can't make this up. I'm just a messenger. I'm just speaking. And I'm listening too. This is the raw truth. And you know what's so crazy? It's so raw that they're going to start, wait, hold on. I can't even say they're going to start hating me. You see see that? I couldn't even say it because they've been hating me. You see that? But again, you just can't run from the truth. No matter how I depict it, it's always the same message. Do you know that they're going to end up hating me? Oh, wait, they already have. Oh, wait, I'm just in a new body. Same spirit. Got the spirit of my father, the spirit of my brother. It doesn't matter how I depict it. Do you know how raw this truth is? Is that these people will turn on me. That's how raw it is. They will start pointing the finger at me and say, oh, we need to get rid of her. She's the one that judges us. Do you understand that? Listen, come closer. Look. Listen. We come here to speak of justice. We come here to give you light in this darkness. We come here to walk among you, be like you. I'm a sinner too. I understand. I come with understanding. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't. But I've become the enemy because it's such raw truth, right? That I'm exposing. But this such raw truth you expect from your leaders though, right? And since you're not getting it from your leaders, see, that door opens up so many different avenues. Since you're not receiving it from your leaders, they're okay, they're safe, right? They're safe from judgment by you people. But what if they actually were in those seats and actually judged the world with justice and truth? Justifiably. Because isn't that what they're supposed to do? I'm not asking. I hope you're catching on. These leaders, these higher powered people that sit in these seats, what do they do? Where are they leading you? To death? They feed you sickness and poisons. They create these pagan holidays, these man-made doctrines. What has it done for you? Feeding your kids poison. Feeding you. Taking away your mother nature. Taking away nature. Natural habitats. Things are going extinct. You can put emphasis on that. Everything's upside down, twisted now because of them. Excuse me. But no, excuse me. But no. They shouldn't come with justice and truth, right? Because if they do, you'll hate them. You'll hate them for doing what they're supposed to do, right? Right? And I know that. I don't have to ask you because you're doing that to me and I'm just not in that seat. It doesn't take me to be in that seat. So many things. It doesn't take me to be in that seat to see that you hate me regardless. It never mattered about being in a seat. It never mattered about looking like something. As long as you have that spirit, you see? Because they're in those seats. You see the spirit that they have. You see what they're feeding you. You see their agenda. But you don't hate them. You don't judge them. You don't stand up against them. But since I speak such raw truth because it's in me, that's when you start to see the truth in all things. Because who am I? Why do you hate? Who am I? I don't have power. I don't have money. I don't have, what you have, community, friends. So what's wrong? Like, why are you so bothered by me? Right? That's when the truth starts to unravel. You have no choice now because you're confronted with the truth. Because I say, what do I have? What is it that you don't like about me? Right? I can say all these things, right? Which would be wasting time. But for people that don't know, I'm depicting it for you then. I'm edifying it. I can stand there in front of this person and say, what's bothering you? Right? I don't have friends. I don't have family. I don't have money. I don't have a nice aesthetic home. Like, why have I become the enemy? Right? You have all these things. You have riches. You have family. You have friends. You have love, people that love you. Right? You have kids. You have a family. You have everything you may want. Right? So why are you so bothered by me? Someone that doesn't even have those things. Someone that doesn't even have power in this world. Is there something that you see in me? Is it something? I'm not asking. I'm just, again, depicting it. This is coming to the understanding. See, right in that message, that alone, you see everything, because you see how looks never mattered, status, money, nothing on the surface. Because you can literally have nothing. They can have all the fame and fortune, but they're still bothered by you. And someone from the outside would have been like, what does she have? Like, there's nothing to be jealous or there's nothing to envy about this girl, She's not even cute. She's not this. She doesn't even have that. Like, she doesn't even have anything. But this person is just staring because they know. They feel it. They say it's her. I don't like what's in her. That's what her power is. That's what I'm up against. It's what's in her that always wins, that always rises, that is bigger than all of this, right? It's those simple things. Her strength, her spirit, same thing. This person sees it. Everyone else is looking from the outside like, don't worry about her. Look, she doesn't have this. She doesn't have that. Like, she's miserable. But he knows. She knows. I have learned this because I live in this world. I have learned this because I see who has the power. I have learned this to see in me what I know, knowing who I am, knowing to see who I am by knowing what's inside of me, by knowing me. Everything came from me. I was able to see them through me. I was able to see me through them, right? Because of what they weren't, but what they tried to be. I was already, but I didn't have those things. And I said, something's not right here. It's upside down. It's twisted. It's crooked. That's the theory. Something ain't right. So of course, any person like me would roar eventually. Like, I have to release this. I have to tell somebody, right? I have to record this because this is too much brilliance. This is too much to just keep inside or, keep for myself. Like, no, the world needs to know. But oh, wait. I'm sorry. The world don't need me because they have their journalists that speak about celebrity news. That tell all. And they're too entertained by that to face this raw truth. Because if they receive this raw truth, I can't even say receive it, but if they hear this raw truth, oh, no. It's too raw. It's too much truth. It's too much justice. She's an enemy to us. She's judging us. Judging you? Judging me? I'm judging all of us. I'm judging what isn't right. We're not right. We need to be better. We need to be better. And to be left in our sin when there's a God and there's people working for you, why would we ever do that? Why would we ever leave you? There's so many things I can say, because that opens up another avenue, doesn't it? You want us to leave you. That's what you want? Because one day you're going to cry wolf and we're not going to be here. So which one is it? Do you want mercy? Do you want salvation from this darkness? Or do you want to forget that you're in darkness and also choose it? That's what I mean. It's like something's not adding up. And it makes my mind start coming up with theories. Like, who are you? And what are you to me? What makes us different? What is it? And I say that from the humblest place because clearly all things resonate from within me. And I'm not saying I know all things, but I've been able to trust my spirit and my instinct and my theories because it's coming from me. And it's like, clearly I know I'm my father's daughter, but I would have never, I don't naturally think that I'm like, well, I've never questioned it. I've mentioned it in many different ways, but just not in this way where, if I had to say it so bluntly, because again, I feel like I've said it, but I really do say this humbly because it always comes back to that wall. I always hit that wall like, who are you people? And I think I've explained it in a way where I would say I'm my father's daughter. Like, that's, that's it. I would leave it there because it's like, that's what I know and that's who I am. It doesn't really matter about anything else, right? But then it does raise that question because it's like, who are you people? Like, who are you people where, like, you're just so different? Just like you asked me, what makes me so different? Even though we're the same, right? We're human. We have a soul. We have a spirit. We have to deal with life. And that's where all the philosophy comes from, because it's like, I mean, it's a lot of things. Oh my gosh. And my mind flutters, and because there's so many different ways, so many different things I can say, and it overwhelms me sometimes. Like in this moment, it's like, where do I go? Which way do I go? Whoa. Okay. Ugh. Good thing, I have time, and this is my space, but my goodness, I just need to take my time, because there's times where I'm very quick in speaking, and I hate that, because I talk really fast sometimes, because it's just there's just so much, right? And I'm naturally a very, I don't know, excited person, so it comes out just a little. But I really do want to take my time with these things, and I will say, like, every interpretation I say, depiction, is always the same message, though. It's just seeing it in a different way. And like, oh yeah, it comes right back to the same message, though. So, who are you? Who are you to where, and I say this humbly, I don't say this in a selfish way, but it can be that way. But who are you to not pick up your cross? I say that because I have to carry it. And we can say all day, oh, I choose to. Well, duh. There's part of it that I choose and part of it I don't choose. Because if you were someone, I guess, like me, you would feel that calling. Yes, every day I have to choose in a sense of like, oh, okay, I have to go to the plantation today, but I still want to make time to, speak about the truth, speak about come to this mountain, right? That's me choosing that. But I still have that calling where, again, even if I don't come to this mountain, I still know these things. I still am who I am. And whether I choose to hide it or I don't say nothing about it, it's still in me. That's what I mean. It's who I am. It follows me. It doesn't matter how old I get or how far I go or who I'm with. It's me, right? Just like I'm the problem. I'm the bad one. I'm the black. Like it's me. In the world, I'm all those unfortunate things, but it's me. It's true. Just like if I was esteemed, my father is like, it's you. You're my daughter. It's me. That's the calling. You can't run from it. I can't run myself. See, we've now called it a calling. We've now called it these many things that mean the same thing. I can't run from myself. I've become this person, or I've just been it. You understand? Me becoming is like becoming stronger and wiser and more being given more understanding, having more faith. Like I'm becoming more evolved, right? More aged, like more mature. So like I say, I depict it in so many ways, and I do mean well when I say these things, because ultimately it is the truth. I don't know how else, you can say it in many ways, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And that's what you get when you listen to me. Different ways I explain these things, but it's still the same message. Maybe I'll come with a gentle spirit. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, whatever you get when you get it. But I question these things, not that I have to question them, but like to the world, I question it because of who I am. And that sounds like someone that's full of themselves, but it's not. Like I'm not self-centered or anything like that. That's what I mean. This is the raw truth. This is different than what you've ever, humbly speaking. I don't have to really disclaim these things because I know that I'm not trying to all I'm saying is I have to tell the truth. However, I just need to tell it. Seeing the world through my eyes, that's all I'm saying, in so many different ways. Who am I? You're right. Who am I? Right? But I'm just a person that knows things because it's through me. It's through my eyes. It's through who I am that is different from the world in a way where I can see, and I can not just see, but like I can be the difference because I am it. It's those simplest things. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying that I have truth in me and that I don't need a book or I don't need schooling. I just didn't. That's what I'm saying. All I have to do is just search within me, and obviously through the things that I've been through, to understand how the world treated me. And I was just on the right end of the stick because, again, I was one to stand up for myself, just speak up for myself. Of course, I'm a woman, right? So that also plays a part in this world. I witnessed these things. So it's like something seems unfair. So I'm going to speak up about it. There's truth in that. That's it. If you keep speaking up for what you know is true because you bear witness to it, like it has been done to you, then you testify about it. You find that this world is not so holy as they act like they are. Because I don't even think they say they are. Maybe, I don't know. What I'm saying is that, they got people out here thinking that they're just this, this holy, just something. Like, you got people out here really idolizing. And that's what I mean. It's like, what is so different? Even though I know the answer to it, I just have to say it that way so that the people that listen can question it. Like, isn't that a question you should be thinking about? I know the answer. The answer is what makes you different from me is that I have this integrity. Is that I have this integrity about myself, how I think about myself. It's not, oh, I think I'm higher. But even if I did, so what? You know what I mean? That's between me and God. But it's just the simplest things. I don't idolize this person because I feel that I am enough. I just always have. There is something inside me, right? Whatever you think that thing is, it just is, because I find that I've never had that issue. Yes, I might not be everyone's cup of tea. Of course, like that's fine. Right? I have flaws and all. I know that. It had nothing to do, that's what I mean. It has nothing to do with how I look. It is something inside of me that knows that. Right? That's what integrity is. It's like something inside that helps you walk tall, keep your head up, even if you're scared inside. Like, even if there's that sureness inside that helps you, that saves you. That's what it is. Why do you idolize someone? I don't even have those things, right? I don't have, I pause because it's like I don't want to really talk about myself. Like, I don't mind it, but it's like things I already know. You know, it's just not natural. But I have to remember that I'm speaking out and people can hear this, so it's like it's important for me to just say it. But my gosh, it's like it's so obvious. To me at least. You idolize these people because there's something inside you that you don't find worthy enough to be enough. Because again, I can look at someone and be like, oh, they're beautiful, I don't want to be like them. Because there's something inside me that's like, she's not me though. Like, she's beautiful, but she's not me. And it's not for her to know that, it's for me to know that. Because when I come to like know that, like in that moment when it starts to reassure me that that thing inside of me, it's like, yeah, it's true. I believe it. I know it. It has nothing to do with the surface. It has nothing to do with how I look. It's something inside that secures me. It just keeps me solid. That's what's different. It's those things inside of you. And that goes into other things like why, what is it? Are you not using it? Has it not been built up? Is it not there? I don't know. If I wanted to dig deep into that, I would, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I think maybe you should search within yourself to try to figure that out. I don't know. But because that's all typical talk for me. It's like I have to step away from just speaking just what I know, and then I have to think about why you do what you do. And that can take forever because people do whatever they choose to do just because they want to, not because they need to, or they're supposed to. Like, it's just people don't do what they're not, what they're supposed to. Like, it's just too much when it comes to everyone else. It's like, yo, just stay straight, just stay solid, right? It's like when you just want to speak logically. If you're supposed to do the right thing, just do it. For the most part, we're not talking about like our little imperfections. I'm just saying, like, for instance, when you sell your soul or something, right? And that just means you go against the grain, you go against yourself, you go against your morals, all the things that the things that make you who you are. You know who you are, right? You know what you stand for. But then it all comes crumbling down when someone says, okay, I can give you fame, I can give you fortune. But if I give this to you, then you can no longer speak of Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior, yes, your soul, God. You can't speak of him because now I have your soul. So that's a no-no. You serve me now as well, right? This is Satan saying, you serve me now. And obviously you should know who you're talking to, right? You should know his ways, his fruits. Now, if you're serving him, then you're going to adapt and you're going to put out those things. Simple. Do you know who you're speaking to? Do you know who's providing you these things? Who you're eating from? Now who you're serving? He has his own fruits, his own plan. That was the whole point of recruiting you. That's the whole point of servant and him being a master. You're working under him. Okay, and he's leading you. Where is he leading you to? What are you getting out of it? Oh, fame and fortune. Or whatever he may promise you. But that's my point, that you had to sell your soul. Give up your manhood. Give up your morals. It's like giving up your spirit. And it wasn't for the world, and it wasn't for God, and it wasn't for you. It was for the love of money. It was for the love of... That's what I mean. It's like, what's worth it? What is worth it? People would really be ashamed if they were outed. Will be going down in these back rooms. Well, these front rooms too, because they do it in broad daylight. Every program now shows this abominable works now, okay? They don't have to hide in tunnels and caves. No. This is in every building, in every show, in every movie. That is what they mean when, pretty much the basic of selling your soul. Remember, this is your soul. They're not saying sell your house. Well, if it was, it'd be you sold your house. This is your soul. Your soul is who you are, right? Your soul is what holds all of everything. Your soul is you. You're a soul. All this flesh and bone is temporary. It's just a holding place, a dwelling place. They call it a home, but because you're inside of it. You, the soul, is inside of it. And what makes me, my integrity, my strength, my essence, my personality, that's what makes the soul, like, that's me. The flesh doesn't have personality. The flesh doesn't have strength. They actually consider the flesh weak. So when they say sell your soul, what do you think it means? Okay, you're bowing down and kissing someone's feet. Where's your morals? Where's your integrity? Right? You're going into these buildings and these jails, you coming out fruity. What happened? Like, you're going against the grain. You're selling your soul. You went against who you are. But now you want to play this game like you have an identity crisis, or you're confused, or you just always was like this. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. People so easily influenced, and it's like you got to have some strength in a world that influences. That was the whole, like, this is the whole, this is how they receive capital, the influence. And if you don't have strength, then you're going to be swayed left and right and upside down. You're going to be doing a lot of things. You're going to be looking a lot of ways. You're going to really be untrustworthy, you see? And these ones that are so swayed and untrustworthy, they're the ones that, they're the ones that receive the fame and fortune. You see that? Doesn't it make sense now? The way I say it. You knew this already, but it's the way that I put it together. These are the ones that receive the fame and fortune, is it not? And these are the ones that from the surface look like sheep, but they're wolves inside. These are the ones that look like something from the surface, big shot, right? Yeah. They look like something. They easily able to influence the people because the people judge from the surface. Unfortunately, these are the same ones that have this power, but inside they're wolves. Inside. And we're not talking wolves, like strong wolves. We just talking wolves in sheep clothing. We're talking weak, cowardly, but they're hiding behind the fame and fortune. They're the ones that sold their soul. They're the ones that have no morals. They're the ones that didn't choose to work, build themselves, character. No. When you, on the other hand, you don't have fame and fortune. You chose to thug it out. You chose to keep your morals. And you're least. You have none of those things, but you are a sheep. You don't have to hide. You don't have to deceive. You are who you are and who you say you are. Right? Like Father said, I am the I am. That's it. It's very simple with us. You have to keep going. We're the real sheep. But we receive nothing. Because the ruler of this world is ruling. And people have sold their soul for their comfortability in this darkness. Yeah. But guess what? You're in the darkness, in the darkest valleys, and you're thugging it out. So no wonder why gender doesn't matter. No wonder why they made patriarchy, monarchy. No wonder why they took away women's rights, because they wanted to hide behind it. Not saying this is a man's thing. I'm just saying that these are the reason why this happens, or it happened. Because it never was about gender. It was about the spirit. It was never about things and all these surface things. It was about what was inside, what's underneath. I say, take it away. Move it away, Father. Expose it. Release me from this body so that it can actually see what true power is, what true strength is, what that looks like. In this world, you've gotten a whole different version. It's upside down here. Programmed to see it glitter and gold and be like, oh yeah, that they got it. I'm idolizing it. That has become the programming. So that idolizing, yeah. That's why you idolize, because you want those things, right? Those things look nice. But the difference is that I still know, because of who I am, that if they don't have nothing inside, I'm not idolizing none of them. I don't know that person. So it could be deceiving. Do you understand that? But when you idolize people just because of how they look, it kind of seems sus. Because it's like, if you can just judge a person from the surface, then you'll go for anything that look good. Truthfully. It takes more than that. Like, who are you? It shouldn't just take maturity for you to realize that. It shouldn't, because no matter what age you are, you know wrong from right. And so I've already witnessed that when you do see a person that is speaking up for justice and they may not look as attractive, you still turn away from them. Does that call for maturity, or does that just call for common sense and using your senses, like your basic sense? No one has to be mature to make that decision. You just chose not to make it. So it really just comes down to the person. Like, you don't have to idolize these people. You don't have to judge a book by its cover, but you do because you just want to. Even though you know you don't know this person, even though you know this person could be totally from what they show you. All you see them is on TV. All you see is what they show you, what's on TV. You probably never met these people in real life. And even if you did, what, to take a picture? Do you live with them? Do you be around them every day? You know, like, I don't get it. Have some integrity about yourself to be like, yo, like, that's fine. They could be them, but I'm me, right? That's the thing. It's like, if you don't have that, then yeah, it's different. But knowing a person like me, I hope you can understand and see why it's not that I feel I'm better than them. It's just that I have enough. I have all that I need to feel fulfilled or complete. Meaning, like, okay, they have these things. That's all right, because I know inside of me that I deserve what's coming for me. Right? Like, I don't want their things. Like, oh, they receiving those things. Okay. Whether they deserve it or not, I still know that God loves me. I still know that He sees me. I know that there's rewards for me, even though I don't really care for them. Right? Just like riches, whatever that may be, my heart's desires. I know my time is coming. And I think, well, I know that comes down to your faith. You know, you have to believe in yourself. You have to have faith in yourself. But in order to have those things in yourself is to know oneself. And to know, and also, it's not even about knowing oneself, it's to actually be able to like look yourself in the mirror and accept yourself. Because that is a hard thing to do if you're not who you should be. And that's where I have to, like, I hit that wall because I don't know you. I don't know to feel that way, but I know that that's true. I don't know how it feels to not be built up. So that when I look in a reflection, I love who I am. Like, I've always did, because I've always been able to stand up for myself. And when you do that, you feel proud. You do. Like, I'm very proud, even though I have no money and I have, I have nothing on the surface to show for it, but it's inside of me. And that's what keeps my integrity. That's what kept it when I was in middle school and elementary. And, it's what kept me solid. So yes, if I went, God forbid, if I went to a penitentiary, if I went to a penitentiary, well, jail, whatever, I'm not bending over. I'm not bending over for comfortability. Like, that's not even comfortable. Like, that's what I mean. It's just like, if my sentence is life, I'm just going to serve life. And I'm going to just handle my own business. Do you understand that? We're all grown here. I'm going to handle my own business. I don't need someone to handle my business. It's okay. Like, it's all right. Because when you think about it, it gets even scarier when you think about it, because it's like, just speaking about the sexuality part of it, why do I need to get pleasured by somebody? Like, why am I so desperate that I'm bending over? I'm going against my morals and who I know I am, and all those things, to only confuse myself, to only now feel confused. Like, it raises so many questions, because it's like, first of all, I'm in here serving a life sentence. And I guess since you're so alone, or you feel that way, you need comfort. And so the only comfort you decide to accept is bending over. You understand that? When I could have just served my life sentence like a thug, like a real G, like you call yourself, like a solid person, because shoot, it is what it is. I'm gonna be in here. But I'm on my business. Like, I will handle myself. I will handle myself. It is okay. I don't need nobody cooking my food. I'm gonna cook my own food. I don't need nobody bathing me. What are you doing, sir, ma'am? You in those places now having servants. Like, I don't get it. You become a master in there. Like, literally, let me watch what I say, but literally, something twisted. You become twisted in there, where now you got people bathing you. And I don't know if you think that's like kingship. Like, I don't know if that's what you're viewing it as. Like, oh, I'm the king. Please. You got men on men bathing you, and you're a king? Please. What is your kingdom called, sir? Your kingdom full of men. Like, what is that kingdom called? Please. That's what I mean. It's just like, you really want to go down the list, because it just gets even scarier and disgusting. But this is true talk. And I don't even work and been in those places. Lord knows. And especially the people that work in those places know. I can only imagine. I'm only going off of like what's in my soul, and like the little things I've heard and little things I've seen. Doesn't take me to have to literally yeah. Listen, when you're in those places, I don't know what goes on in certain people's heads. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Like, just be solid, bro. Like, it making me get masculine. Like, just be solid, bro. Like, it's all right. And that's what I mean. It's like, I've been trained. I call it training, but punishment really trained me when I was young. God, right, allowed it. That's the way I see it now. It's like he trained me. But yeah, a lot of punishment, a lot of life sentence. Like, I had a sentence that I was in this room religiously day after day. I had to go to school, but I was always in the room. I couldn't go out to, outside. I couldn't, not even downstairs. Sometimes the food would be sent to me, right? A sandwich or something. When there was holidays, couldn't go downstairs. Parties, no. Didn't get gifts, didn't get none of those things. So in a way, that was my sentence, right? And it was for years. And that was my isolation, or at least that was the preview. I never gave up. I never gave up. I still stayed strong, even though I was hurt. I was angry. I still remained me, though. So in a way, I want you to understand that, like, maybe, just maybe, again, like I said, it's that integrity. Do you not have integrity? Is it not built up in you? I mean, because all of these things play a part, right? Because it's your character. Like, are you going to be able to stand? and keep standing. But if you don't have like that built up strength, then yeah, you'll stand, but you're not strong enough. You might let go, sort of thing. It just is what it is, right? And that's why, again, we should not judge a book by its cover. We shouldn't think all men are strong, all men are tough, all men, all men are stronger than women. And we're not speaking physically, we're just speaking just generally. Like, no. But it didn't take me to be in the world to know that. It took me to just be me in the world, because I just happen to be a strong woman. And I'm not speaking of physically, because physically I can go ahead and just try to work out and, build my strength. I'm talking about who I am and like how I can stand, how I can endure. You could put a man in isolation right now and he cracks. He cracks. He goes crazy. Right? You could put him in this jail and he starts bowing down to men, kissing their feet, bowing, bending over. But then you could put a woman in, and because again, it's men and women. But I'm just saying, like, it's become this patriarchy, so I have to expose it that way. Because if patriarchy is saying, oh, men are this, no, that's not true. And it's sad because these certain men aren't speaking up and saying, yeah, it's not true. Like, I ain't that strong. I ain't this, It takes for women to speak up. It's like, I'm strong too. But because I'm a woman, I'm not supposed to be, or I shouldn't. You see, it take a woman to now have to speak. Not because we wanted to, not because we were trying to take your spot, but because you clearly didn't speak up. Someone has to. Someone had to. Hold on. And here I go again with the disclaimer, because it's like, I didn't want to come like this. I did not want to come like this. Like, I didn't feel that I would have to. I wouldn't have believed that I would need to. Because I say it in like, oh, I can come with a gentle spirit, or I can come with a different interpretation, but it's still the same message. But if you're not getting it, or if there's just so many different ways I can say it, I'm going to say it to get that point across. So yes, if I got to take it into the penitentiaries, take it in these dark places to expose those things to see the message, so be it. My goodness. You think I want to? But my God, you out here showcasing yourself like you a sheep. You see that? You're showcasing yourself like you're a black sheep. You're showcasing yourself like you're this and that. Talking. And it's like, no, bro. No, bro. And it just happened to be a woman that's exposing it. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not prideful because of it. It just happened to be that way. But should I be proud? Yeah, why not? Why can't I be? But again, that was second. I didn't come here to be prideful. I come to find out that I become this person to speak, and I should be proud about it. I should be. But did I want to come in this way? No. I say this all the time. I'm sure I'd rather be living my life, but I'm in a world like this. It makes me want to like go like, like I just got a vision of someone like, I don't know how to explain it. Like just going like, oh, because it's like, don't you understand that I'm in this world? And don't you understand this world? Don't you understand the things that happen in this world? Don't you understand that someone has to tell the truth about it and someone has to expose this? Especially if this is this one world agenda sort of thing where you got people really thinking that you're something when you're nothing. When you got women out here really losing their voices because they're kissing Grim Reaper's feet. They're kissing people that aren't even worthy. Please. Because they showcasing something deceiving. Please. Please. Like, I can't, like, yo, bro, I'm too awake. That's the thing. Like, I'm too awake to just allow this to happen. I'm too awake to not say anything. Let me be asleep. I don't know nothing. Leave me alone. But I'm not asleep. Dang, I could be imperfect and still expose it. Shoot, I'm telling on myself then, right? Forgive me, Father. I'm a sinner. But shoot, I'm still going to tell. Because this ain't right. Just like if we do something that we shouldn't and, we say, oh, forgive me, Father, I ain't right. Yeah, because we ain't perfect, but we got to confess. Shoot, what's the difference? You don't see you don't see the same in that? Like, that's what I mean. It's like, what's not getting through your head? It's the same thing. You still have to confess your sins, right? You read the scripture every day, you Bible readers. Confess your sins. You go to these priests and you call them Father. That's a disgrace. But you do it every day. So what's different? What's so different of what I'm doing? What's the issue? Because this is the raw truth. Yeah, I know. I freaking know. So that's what I mean. It's like, who are you? I'm sick. I'm sick of you. I'm just sick and tired. And the Bible says that Jesus is the advocate for you. Like, he's rooting for you. He is working for you, not against you. He's like, Father, please forgive them. Forgive them. And it's just like, dang, how many times you going to forgive them though? Because I got to tell the truth, Father. We, not just you, we do forget. But we also choose. And that's the thing. You can't say that I'm alive because I've been among you. I testify about what we have done, what I have seen. I have a right to judge you because I'm one of you. I have a right to speak because I live in the midst of this. Just like you have the right to call on Father, to pray, to confess, to say whatever you need to say to the council. Well, I'm doing the same thing. So what's up? What's the issue? Because I just speak raw truth? Yeah. You thought I was going to give some cheesy testimony? You thought I was going to be like a religious sermon? Please. You never knew me. Worker of iniquity. Depart from me. Because it's like, whoever thought to underestimate me? You must not know. You must never knew. Like, that's all. That's the understanding. You must not know. Okay? Because what did you expect? For me to lie? for me to lie. I have nothing to lose. That's the thing. You know when you don't want to mess with someone like that? Because they done got nothing to lose. Yeah. You done sold all your possessions. You really didn't have any. None of these possessions even worth anything. Because everything here is temporary. Yeah. So what I got to lose? I've been the black sheep my whole life. What do I have to lose? I ain't had no family, no friends. What are you talking about? My guardian angel did her works and now she's resting. That was my guardian angel. Who else was there? Who else? Who else was there? What do I have to lose? Okay. I've been out here in the dungeon. No, but seriously, I've been out here. I've been out here since, well, I've been out here, period. But, because what I mean is, like, I've been out here, like, really alone, but physically, real life alone, shoot, like, as an adult, yeah, at 19. Either way, the point is that I've been out here, okay? What do I have to lose? I've been out here alone. What do I have to lose? I ain't got no money. What do I have to lose? Right? And it seems like the opposite. When you have all these things, it makes you even stingier. It's crazy, isn't it? And that's what I mean. I have nothing to lose. Here, take it. Take what I have. I'm not stingy and I have nothing, but I'll still give everything. I'll still give all that I have, baby. If you need something. You need something? Oh, you need $1? And you only got like $10 in your bank account. Well, here, now I got $9 because I want to give. They need, like, there's something inside that has security. I can't see it. I just know. I just know it because I just do. I just see. That's me seeing to know. I see my actions to know the truth. Because I'm like, I see I have nothing. Why would I be giving this? And I'm like, well, I see I'm giving, so I must. It's those things. It's those things. What do I have to lose though? So it made even more of a thing where, oh, I was gonna tell it. I was gonna tell on everybody. I was gonna tell and keep telling. Because I ain't got nothing to lose. It made me the perfect candidate. Because I don't have any emotional connections with anybody. I mean, it's hard to have emotional connections with people if they never were emotional to you. Okay? Okay? Simple. Basic sense. That's it. I ain't cold-hearted, but shoot, who's in my life? Who chose to be in my life? Okay, fine. I will do it on my own, and I'm doing it. Am I pleading? Am I crying? Am I kissing their feet? No. Do you need integrity for that? Or does it build integrity? Yeah. Does it build strength? Yeah. That's what I mean. I built it along the way because I initially chose me. And I said, I ain't kissing nobody's feet. They just said they don't want me. Why the hell would I be banging on their door? Why the hell would I be calling them? When they were the ones that had the power to choose me and they didn't. girl, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, you tell yourself, let's go. I know you heartbroken. I know you're shocked and you're angry and you're sad. But let's go. Because we ain't about to be in nobody house that don't want us. That's it. I get it. It's a cold world and it's dark. And it's going to break your spirit. Because it will. It's going to turn you upside down. It's going to turn you inside yourself. You're going to now become this sort of version, unfortunately, because of them, right? And that's why we walk away from people now understanding it, because we don't want to choose to give them what they want, choose to become this version when we could have controlled it. That's what I'm saying as well. I may not have been able to control it when I was young, but I can control it now. And so that's part of the evolving. Why would I choose to be in someone's company that don't really like me? How do you think that's going to affect me in the long run? How do you think that's going to affect my integrity, my confidence, knowing that I'm sleeping with a Grim Reaper, knowing that I know he doesn't love me, knowing. This ain't even about what it's going to do to him. What I'm doing to me. You think I'm going to choose that after knowing that I didn't choose that when I was young and it broke me? It changed me? It tried to break my spirit? It tampered with it? Are you kidding me? And it took years upon years to heal from it? Shoot, you better be glad, because this is where the test comes from. But my God, this is real life for me. So you can't just snap your fingers and be okay again after they done tampered with your spirit, because that was the whole agenda. So what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? Never had nothing to lose. And that's why they try to take what is so valuable to me and is of me. It's me. They tried to take me, not my flesh. They tried to destroy the soul. They tried to, listen, they should have just destroyed the body, okay? Yeah. Okay? Because they wasn't getting the soul. But they dang sure tried to tamper with it. And that's that, verse psychology. That's all that stuff. Putting you in isolation and taking everything from you. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It breaks you. But that's why I say, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be my Father. He's going to break me to build me up again, sharpen me. And yeah, he used the world, he used the people. But let there not been a God. Whew. Where would the building up come? Where would that come? Because it sure would have broke you. Broke your heart, broke your spirit, broke everything you thought and believed and hoped in. But if he had given me back my hope, because he gave me back my spirit, I didn't go crazy because I knew I wasn't, and he didn't allow me to be stuck in my own understanding. Because if I was stuck in my own understanding, I'd be like, yo, like, I know I ain't crazy, but I'm about to go crazy because I know I ain't crazy, and I got to keep proving it to myself because I'm the only one saying that I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not been given confirmation from like a higher source. You know what I mean? Like, because if everyone else is just against me and I'm over here just like, yo, like, I know it ain't me. Like, I know I'm not perfect, but something ain't right here. He didn't allow me to stay there. He given me reassurance. And it's just like, all glory to him for that. All glory to him for that. To say you're not alone. Because I'm like, Father, I was alone. But it's part of the trials It's part of the tribulation. It's part of the sentence. Because when I was alone, who was I? What did I choose? That shows who you are. That shows who you are. I was alone, but I still chose me. I was alone without Father, the knowing, the intimateness, the confirmation, the scriptures. I still chose me. And now I'm just kind of reassured and confirmed. And that's why I'm proud. Because I chose not to fold. I chose not to plead. Yeah, I chose my pride. It saved me. Because think about it. Your pride is what's going to save you if you're in a situation where you have to choose you or choose someone that don't want you. Like, I don't get how pride is a bad thing when it comes to that. No, honey, you need to choose your pride. Like, you better stand up with your head tall and just walk. Let them call you this. So what? You ain't about to be fake. You ain't about to be in a house when you know they wretched. They talk about you. You know? Like, prideful, yeah. So, you know, it's just like common sense. Use your instinct. There's a time where you use pride and there's a time you're not supposed to. And if you do use it, it's going to mess you up. But this is facing the enemy. You need to get out of there. So you better use your pride. And not be easy. And not be gullible. And not be acting stupid. Acting hopeless. No, you have hope. You better use your integrity. You better know. You said, listen, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but I just know I need to get out of here. I don't know where I'm going, but I need to just go. Because I can't stay the hell here. Right? I can't stay the hell here. That's the thing, is like, I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like. Honestly, it's looking dark. Right? Honestly, you're in an unfortunate place. But god dang, I got to get that. I just got to get out of here, though. I got to do something. So yeah, use your pride. Like, your pride is like kicking in. Like, hold on. This is the time to use me. Hello? It's like we use pride when we're not supposed to. And when we're supposed to, we don't use it. Man. Sick. Just sick. You know, you can only imagine what they look down and see. It's just, they sick and tired. Ugh. 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 You know. No wonder why he's delighted in some. Because it's like, dang, someone used their strength. I'm just delighted. Like, he didn't even say I'm happy. I'm just delighted in you. Someone used their strength. Great. I'm just delighted. Dang, can I just be delighted? I'm just proud of you, sis. I'm just proud of you. You know, that's what it is. It's like, dang, I'm just proud. Can I be proud of somebody? For once. That's how serious it is. Because it's like, God, dang. Sorry, Father, but you know, dang. You know, make you have to use sound effects like, like for real. Like, what in the world is this? What is going on? You know, you start talking in ways that you never knew you talk. Like, huh? Sound effects? What? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, like I really become in this world. I've seen myself in the lowest places. Like, if you thought you were just this modest, so, you know, quiet, I don't know what you think you are, but no, this place is going to make you into a lot of things. So stop with all that, oh, I'm this and that. Just stop, because this ain't the place for that. Girl, you better use your strength. You better use your voice. You better use all that God gave you. I don't know what all this prissy. I need to look prissy. I need to look soft. Stop it. You need to fight for your life. Okay? You need to fight for your soul and fight for your children and fight for the world. But then you want to hear, why you always gotta fight? Why we always gotta fight? Why I gotta fight for the world? You see, this is where all this is like, they start hearing it as foreign. Like, I don't understand. What you mean fight? What are you talking about? You're sounding crazy. See, this is where they hit the wall, because it's like they can no longer go further. They don't see the way I don't know if they just don't want to, but it's just like something just covers their ears and their eyes, where it's just like, fight? Girl, what are you talking about, fight? But you see, I speak on a spiritual level. I speak higher things. They only speak worldly things. They're like, yo, like, what are you talking about fighting? I have a husband. I have a man for that. Or, what are you talking about? I'm soft life. I'm passenger princess. Okay? And my man said we don't need to be fighting. They say all these things. Like, what do you mean I have a family? Like, I'm about to get married. Okay? I'm living a Playhouse Disney. Understanding, like, they only see worldly things. You know, and even if they can't understand me, it's just more like they'll lose it. Like, their train of thought, it's just, it goes blank again. It's like, wait, what? I don't get it. Like, I get what you're saying until I don't get it. Like, I get what you're saying until you say I'm supposed to do it. Or I should, or whatever. It's all those things. And I'm saying this from the understanding part, but it's still like wretched, because it's like, dang, like, now it's become like a weight on my shoulders. And no, again, it's not because, oh, I choose. No, it's because, do you know what a freak you're at? Wake up. And it's just like, these same people that will look at me and say to me, like, what are you talking about, will be the same ones on YouTube with tarot cards. How about that? Isn't that something? And you just like, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know. They really don't know. It's like, they'll look at me foreign, but be playing in darkness. Playing in the devil's house. I don't get it. They be so against this spirituality, but go straight into the devil's house and be playing his games. Wow. They be straight on the Ouija boards. I don't get it. But don't see the fight that I'm doing for the world, for me, for my babies. They don't see that. They're like, what are you talking about, girl? Girl, get you a husband. Get you a husband and sit down somewhere. But be the same ones talking about chosen ones. Yeah. I don't know what to. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's it. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need to laugh. I don't know if I need to like choke. I don't know. A little both. What? I can't make this up. This is prophecy. They like, well, what book are you reading from? Nigga, I'm living in the world. I'm reading from the world. This is prophecy in time, in the real time. Stop worrying about if it's written or not. It's happening. It's being written as it's happening. Like, we're living in a prophecy. And so maybe Thousands of years later, there will be books about us and someone's reading it. But my God, I am telling you what I know, what my eyes have seen, looking into the world and seeing people like you and me. What book are you reading? And it's like, you don't want to insult them, but it's like, are you a parent? Like, you just have, and then you find out that they're an actual parent. And it's like, how? I'm not laughing, it was a mechanism. But how? You know, you're trying to be nice about it, but just in like a passive aggressive way. Cause it's like, do you not have, like, you're a mother? You're a father? You have kids? How? How did you make it? How are you doing that? How are you suitable? Like, how? Are you suitable? They said, no, we don't have to be suitable. We just got to open our legs and pop goes the weasel. I said, yeah, I know, because something ain't right. You ain't got no sense. Like, but you a mother? You a father? Shoot. You know, decency would tell you, like, let me get myself together, please. Like, me, just personally me, like, I'm getting myself together. Okay? I'm trying to get myself together, get the world together, get my case together. In my father's house, okay? Not just, oh, get your money together. Nah, that could wait. We need to get the priority set aside. Like, am I sensible? Am I suitable? And then, do I got the time? Because I got to freaking babysit you. Do I even have time to have my own kids? Because I got to babysit other kids. Adults at that. I can't even teach my, when I have time to teach my kids, when I got to teach the world. Please. Please. And you got the nerve to look at me. You got the nerve to look at me. And I'm looking at you like, are you kidding me? You still having children? Close your legs. Close them. And that's probably why they be stinking. In between your legs, probably be stinking because you need to close them. Shoot. It can happen to all of us. I'm just saying, you allowing Grim Reapers to come in, close the legs. It's not normal and it's not hygienic. So no wonder why there's diseases and infections. Close them. And the horrible smells that you smell from them is abominable. Is abomination. Like, that's toxic. That's toxic, like, airborne. You kidding me? Ilk. And then it's sad because then the children got to smell that. Like, they in that. This ain't no just natural body odor. Well, I can't even say natural because we eat unnatural things to make us smell really bad. But it ain't even that. This is like us, like, literally choosing to be unhygienic. Like, it ain't like, oh, we ate some onions and garlic and stuff, and so we smell like it. And when we pee, it smells like onion and garlic. Shoot, at least it was healthy stuff. Let that be, okay, enough. But anything else that will have you smelling horrible, no. No. The kids don't deserve it. And your nose don't deserve it. Your house don't deserve it. Your pets don't deserve it. Not even your pets, the creatures of the world don't deserve it. No one deserves it, not even the air. Not the atmosphere, none of it. Again, we could take the bad breath, morning breath. We could take the, natural underarm smell. We understand that's just what that is. But whoa. The smells you get from having STDs and STIs, no sir, no ma'am. No ma'am. That person right there is not real. No. Rebuke. Do not come close to me. That is toxic. Literally. I can catch it. And I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Pray for the children. Cover them. Cover them. Literally, physically, like cover them. Ugh. I feel so bad. So bad. They don't deserve that. Can you only imagine coming out of a tutu that smelled like that? No. 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 Please, no. And the more I'm speaking about this, the more that it reminds me, like, wake up call. It reminds me that I'm glad that I've been, I made a vow. Whew. I'm glad I'm now out here being unhygienic. And that I could have been. And I'm just thankful. Because when you're reminded of these things, the real things, the raw things, because it's the truth. What the freak you mean? If I left it up to you, for you to educate people on your stink of your unhygienic, because you're giving yourself to Grim Reapers, you would never say those things. You would never talk about those awful smells. Yeah. We've been in the stalls with you. We have to sit next to you. Working in the hospitals, people work in healthcare, we have to take care of you. We know you exist. It can happen to us. We don't want that. Because we never even knew that existed. We never even knew a smell like that would exist. It's toxic. Ugh. That's what I mean. It's like living in this world, you have no choice but to see these things. You have no choice. You have no choice. For me, if I came from a place where, again, I was just joyous, of course, I still, had my own emotions, but I got to live my life. I never had to see such things to this extent. Right? So it's like I never had to be a certain way. I never had to speak so much. I never had to be so serious. I never had to spend so much time in isolation. This is the most that I've ever been in isolation in all my lives. I know that for a fact. Because I'm not an introverted person. That's not who I am. It's so much of not who I am that even with the isolation, I'm still who I am. Like, I'm such not this version that my father had to make sure that I was at least trained to be this version and still not be that version, because it's just a version, right? And it's just the trained part of me. Like, oh, I can do it because I know I need to do it, and I'm able to because I've had that training. That's it. But I tell you, if I was just like free, I would have been out of here. Out of here. That's what I mean. That this world makes you become so many different things, or at least speaking for me. You know, if you thought you had a voice then in those other worlds, look at the voice that you have now, right? This, like, I see me in this world, because not only that, but I'm least in this world. So it's like I get to see myself and who I am in the rawest form, because I have nothing. You know, I've made it to 31 and still like have nothing in the world, and see how I've rised above all of it, like just from remaining who I am, like knowing that I'm enough and that it's all right because there's a God. You know, I believed that until I actually knew it, until I actually was able to be like, Father, yes, I know I'm your daughter. I know now. You know, I intimately know. I'm not going to just say it from the scripture like, oh, we're all children of God. No, it's like, no, Father, I know. Right? And then those intimate things that I share, like, you know, I just want to be back home with him, because I know that this is not my home, and I was before this. It's now more intimate, and I become in more of the knowing of who I am. But I always knew something. Always knew something. That's it. And it's one of those things where I knew it. I just knew it. So I can go on and on and on and on and on. Oh goodness. Because where did I really go? You know, like I feel like I haven't even started anything yet. Because it's about me being able to dig deep into certain things, and I feel I've only touched on a certain topics, but I didn't go too deep into anything because my mind flutters. And so before I go deep into something, it'll go into something else, and then I'll start talking about that. But these things, really, you can really dive deep into the certain topics, and you know, spend days upon days on them. You know, just the topic of using your integrity, right? Like not folding. You know, and I use that scenario of like, you know, people that go into the penitentiary. You know, I could have went deeper than that, but we get the message. Like, dang, you know, it's like, you want me to interpret again? You want me to, do you get the message? Because again, I'm not here to hurt nobody's feelings. Of course not. But it has to be said. And again, the whole moral of this, they're going to turn around and hate me. Do you know that? They're going to hate me, even though I'm speaking up for justice and truth. But it's because it exposed their wicked deeds. And there it is.